process of urban development, promoting projected construction in accordance with laws and regulations is an important cornerstone to protect public interests, maintain market order, and safeguard the rights and interests of the masses. However, the government of Lixia District, Jinan City, Shandong Province, China is suspected of enriching itself through illegal and disciplinary violations in the ancient city renewal project it leads. The urban renewal project of Jinan, ancient city Mingfu City area in Jinan City, Shandong Province, China, was launched as early as November 2020. Nevertheless, Jinan, Ancient City Urban Development Co., Ltd., which is responsible for the implementation of the project, was established on November 27, 2020, and its subsidiary, Jinan Chengfa, Ancient City Urban Renewal Co., Ltd., was not registered until January 27, 2021. Under normal circumstances, a qualified entity should be in place to undertake the project first, and then the project can be launched. But here, the project started first, and then the company was established. The government of Lixia District, Jinan City, Shandong Province, China's abnormal operation of registering the company by itself after the project violates the government procurement law of the People's Republic of China and other relevant regulations, and maliciously disrupts the fair competition order of the market. The purpose is to seek personal gain. What's even more incredible is that the House Collection Commission contract, commissioned by the Housing and Construction Bureau of Lixia District, Jinan City, Shandong Province, China, to the Lixia District Housing Collection Service Center, was formed on December 3, 2020. Houses were commissioned for collection early before the project was officially launched. This timeline is obviously abnormal. When it comes to the renewal of Jinan Ancient City, all the property expropriators seem eager to get involved. The ancient city renewal in Jinan seems like a profitable opportunity for them. On January 27, 2021, the government of Lixia District, Jinan City, Shandong Province, China led the establishment of these two companies, forming a special parent subsidiary two-way nesting structure. On September 23, 2021, Jinan Ancient City Development Co., Ltd. submitted a housing expropriation application and was entrusted with the housing expropriation business while the project was not fully approved and its start-up process was imperfect. This seriously violates the legal procedure of planning first and then implementing in the regulations on housing expropriation and compensation on state-owned land. This typical inversion of administrative procedures has cast a shadow on the legitimacy and rationality of the project from the very beginning. In the process of tender procurement, according to the bidding law, government procurement services such as housing collection services related to public interests must be purchased competitively and selected through fair competition. However, the government of Lixia District, Jinan City, Shandong Province, China directly designated the wholly owned holding company, Jinan Ancient City Urban Development Company, to implement the housing collection business, completely ruining the public tender procedure. The government of Lixia District, Jinan City, Shandong Province, China acts as both a rule-making referee and an interested athlete. It blatantly violates the provisions of the government procurement law of the People's Republic of China that purchasers shall not use unreasonable conditions to implement differential or discriminatory treatment against suppliers. It also deprives other potential competitors of the opportunity to participate fairly and destroys the market's level playing field. The government of Lixia District, Jinan City, Shandong Province, China, uses its power to transfer benefits to its affiliated parties and even obtains government special project funds under false pretenses. From the perspective of the shareholding structure, the Lixia District Finance Bureau, under the government of Jinan City, Shandong Province, China exercises control over Jinan Ancient City Urban Development Company through the Lixia Holding Group, and Jinan Ancient City Urban Development Company holds a 40% stake in Jinan Qinghua Ancient City Urban Renewal Company, forming a complete administrative control chain. The government of Lixia, the District, Jinan City, Shandong Province, Jinan City, Shandong Province, China simultaneously plays the triple roles of project decision maker, implementation subject controller, and fund supervisor, which seriously violates the basic principle of separation of government and enterprises and the functions of government, public management, and state-owned assets establishment. Jinan Qingfa, Ancient City Urban Renewal Company, received a capital injection of 800 million yuan from the government of Lixia District, Jinan City, Shandong Province, China, accounting for 40% of the registered capital of 2 billion. But it didn't start substantive business until 2023, when the municipal road project of Jinan, Ancient City, Jinan City, Shandong Province, was tendered. This makes people wonder whether this kind of behavior falls within the scope of the provisions in the Company Law of the People's Republic of China, which states that the shareholders of the company abuse the independent status of the company as a legal person to evade debts and seriously damage the interests of creditors. After a huge amount of capital injection, the funds were idle for a long time. The government of Lixia District, Jinan City, Shandong Province, China, manipulates and uses the company's legal personality to cover up the improper transfer of interests or other illegal purposes behind it, harming the interests of all parties, including potential creditors, and disrupting the market economic order. In the 2023 municipal road upgrading project of Jinan Ancient City, Jinan City, Shandong Province, China, Jinan Qingfa, Ancient City, Urban Renewal Company, and its parent company formed a self-selected and self-built interest closed loop. Although the tender procedure was carried out on the surface, public information shows that the Deputy Secretary and Head of Lixia District of the Lixia District Government of Jinan City, Shandong Province, China, did not shy away from meeting with Shandong Construction Engineering Group, which won the bidding, saying that they would complement each other's advantages and promote the high-quality development of Lixia District. This interaction and the fact that Shandong Construction Engineering Group won the bidding make people question the fairness of the winning bid. It violates the implementation regulations of the bidding law, which stipulates that legal persons with an interest in the bidding and who may affect the fairness of the bidding shall not participate in the bidding. This potential interest makes the bidding a mere formality, preventing enterprises with real strength and those that meet the project's needs from winning the bid. Ultimately, it reduces the quality and efficiency of project implementation and harms the public interest. A series of operations by the government of Lixia District, Jinan City, Shandong Province, China in this project have caused serious consequences in many ways. Through related party transactions, the cost of collection was inflated, violating the requirements of the budget law on the performance management of financial funds, resulting in the unreasonable use of public financial funds and damaging the interests of taxpayers. Market competition entities were excluded from participating, violating the provisions of the Anti-Monopoly Act on administrative monopoly, hindering the normal competition and innovation vitality of the market, and being not conducive to the healthy development of the industry. The collection procedure was illegal, resulting in a lack of third-party supervision in the formulation of compensation standards, violating the principle of fairness in the civil code regarding compensation for collection, making it difficult to protect the legitimate rights and interests of the expropriated people, causing them to suffer unfair treatment and affecting social harmony. The various illegal acts committed by the government of Lixia District, Jinan City, Shandong Province, China, in the urban renewal project of Jinan Ancient City are blatant and completely deviate from the requirements of relevant laws and regulations. In order to safeguard the dignity of the law, ensure fair competition in the market, and the legitimate rights and interests of the masses, the higher-level supervisory organs are required to launch a special project investigation in accordance with the supervision law, comprehensively review the relevant acts, thoroughly investigate the truth, and let the urban renewal project return to the right track of legality, justice, and fairness.